Hello, fellow foreigners. It's Emily and it's Peter. And we're not here discovering China, we're living in it, which is nice. You know, we get if you're not trying to Marco Polo that shit, you get a lot more time to just sit around and just love living in China.
I mean, Marco Polo always annoys your neighbors.
He does. You know, you can love China, but the other thing is, like, could you imagine, like, sitting in another country thinking about another country? Like, because the opposite of loving and just hating. Can you imagine, like, sitting somewhere in another country and just hating another country? Like, what an abstract concept. Like, if you hated, like, your neighbor or your spouse or whoever, like, when you just, like, that's a bad relationship.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're saying there are people who move to a place and then decide they hate that place where they moved?
Either way, I mean, if you lived here and you hated China.
You'd be home by now.
Yeah. And you'd be hating it. But if you hated and you moved, would you still keep hating that place? Wouldn't you, like, just be excited to have, like, left? I mean, wherever you are is where you, what is that saying? Like,
wherever you are is what you hate?
Yeah, it's exactly the same. So, I mean, I love where I live because I live there. I'm pretty awesome.
I love where I live too because you live there.
Yo, it's so sweet. And then we'll go to Hot Pot. We'll go to Chuan for dinner. That's Chinese. I love that.
I do love Chuan.
And we'll take on the way home. We need to go buy some Australian milk at a Chinese grocery store. So I love that.
I also love Australian milk.
Yeah.
Well, we're just so full of love.
So much love to go around. I mean, I'll take a Chinese taxi down to Chuan. Wouldn't that be crazy?
Do I love taking a taxi? I don't feel that strong feelings about that.
Sure, but it is the taxi that we have. If it was
It's the taxi we have.
So you love it anyways.
But the taxi we deserve.
If a taxi pulled up here in Luzhou and it was a foreigner driving, would that be better? Or, like, just surprising?
It would be puzzling. Yeah, it would be surprising.
So, I mean, sometimes we have a good driver, and that's great.
Yeah.
Sometimes
some drivers are good.
Yeah, some drivers aren't. That's, that has nothing to do with being Chinese, I guess.
Yeah. Well, like, I think in Luzhou anyway, the standard of, like, I'm pretty impressed. Most drivers, like, we don't tell them addresses, we tell them, like, places.
Yeah.
And they know them. Like, if you say the name of your housing complex, they're like, oh, yeah, I know where that is.
Yeah.
Very rarely. Ours is smaller, so sometimes people don't know it, but I know the one across the street, so I can say it's across the street from Tianlishui, which is, like, a huge development.
Yeah.
They own, like, all the city. Well, we live across from that.
Yeah, that's not us. We're not part of the man's whole system.
Well, we did live there for a year.
Well, I mean, that's why we changed. See,
yeah, that's why we changed. You can
make the chance. And I don't sit here in this apartment across the street and hate that other apartment.
I spend a lot of time hating our landlord, though.
Still?
Not
of the old apartment?
Our current landlord. Nah, our old landlord was fine, except that he sold the apartment out from under us.
Yeah.
That I wasn't so happy. I didn't love that.
But we moved. Yeah. And we got over it.
Yeah. And now I hate a new landlord.
Yeah, there's enough hate and love to go around for everybody. I mean,
if those are the two options.
Yeah.
If there are no other options.
There's a somewhere in between. I mean, so it's my mom's birthday. Hi, Mom.
Oh, happy
birthday. That's great and everything. And so the message from her today is on the 1st is, did you guys have food during your quarantine? Like,
that's distressing.
Yeah. Do you guys have food? Did you have to stand in line to get that food?
Yeah, we didn't run out of food. I don't know what to tell.
I mean,
to tell you, America.
Like, if we're shills for loving China, I mean, we made a decision better part of a decade to move here. We didn't plan any of this. And we're just
on the record, we did not plan a global pandemic. We are not responsible.
So we
except for Never mind.
So we're just loving whatever you do. You don't stay in a bad relationship, and you don't just sit around hating things. I got a life to do.
Yeah.
You know.
I tried okra again, and I still don't love it. So.
You don't sit around hating okra?
I don't sit around eating okra.
Because that would be crazy. You don't just sit around hating stuff. If we hated our neighbors.
Our neighbors seem fine.
I mean, they're fine. What if they did something I didn't like? Would I just sit around thinking about them all day long?
I think that's how people relate to their neighbors, though.
And thus your country.
The kids are always playing Marco Polo in the pool. I just hate them.
Or their relatives, or stop thinking about other people. Think more about yourself. The most important person.
Think more about Uncle Foreigner.
Yeah, because you gotta that's something. As we're getting some more people in, we're getting like a nice little crop of people. So I really want to say thanks for like people to get into the conversation. We're trying to do something fun and something a little different, and to include people with that, to people to get that feeling of like, let's just kind of be weird and have fun. Yeah, it's a hard community to build. And it's so exciting that like now that we're getting close to 400 subscribers, never thought we'd get that far.
Yeah.
That people are coming in, having a conversation, being weird themselves. I mean, it doesn't really help us if you come in and you start like talking about like, well, who China, America,
all that normal chatter.
Yeah, all that grown-up stuff. We're just goofing around here.
Yeah.
Most important person is us. Hello Foreigner. Subscribe, hit the share button, hit the notification bell as well, so that you can know when our new videos are coming out, which is kind of almost every day. So just be a part of the magic, man.
Yeah. And if you're listening on the podcast, which this now goes out as a podcast too, I'm sorry you can't see our beautiful faces, but keep your eyes on the road or whatever you do while you listen to a podcast. Don't drop that dish. But after you listen, if you could take some time to rate and review us on iTunes, or Google Magic, or wherever you listen to us, I think that's supposed to help.
Yeah, and you need to help us. Look at us. Look at us.
Look at us. We need help. I have a basil update for you. I know that's your very favorite. I let the basil bolt, which means that you let it go to flower, which...
Molt like an animal molts?
No, bolt.
Oh, like lightning
basil.
bolts.
Yeah. No, it just means, because if you let it flower, then the leaves don't taste so good, so you can't keep eating it. But if you let it flower, it makes more seeds. And so that's what I did. I made
seeds.
Through the power of magic and biology.
Nature grows the seeds.
Yeah,
so I plant the seeds.
I made some seeds and I just planted them yesterday. And I planted 2 pots worth. So we're gonna have so much pesto this summer.
Yeah, we're gonna be making our own pizzas now that Pete's Tex-Mex is gone.
Yeah.
Ours is better anyway, so sorry guys.
Yeah, it's very sensitive of you. And not basil, but my other plant, because I have 2 plants. The pepper plant is flowering, so we should get hot peppers soon. I don't know what soon means.
Yeah, I don't know why we need hot peppers. Living in Sichuan.
It was the seeds that were on sale.
I wonder why.
Yeah. At the stationery store where I buy all my quality planting goods.
We're covered in flora and fauna.
Yeah, well, especially hot pepper. It does seem ridiculous to grow our own, but it was the thing. It was the thing that was for sale.
Cool. All right. Any other flower news?
Well, kind of. It's allergy. It's beautiful allergy weather.
Yeah.
You and I both for the past couple days just got really walloped.
Yeah, it hits everybody except for the people who live here, the Chinese.
Yeah.
And even then,
I don't believe them. I think they have allergies and they're just blaming themselves because that's what Chinese medicine teaches you to do.
It's your own fault for being weak.
I'm just mad at everything right now.
You can be mad at plants.
I am very mad at plants.
They can't decide to put up borders and abstract concepts and keep you out or keep you in and keep you weak and docile.
Well, I guess it's their only defense is to release this pollen, and that it debilitates some humans is...
That's what they say about Trump! What else we got?
He releases pollen. There's been an uptick in chicken activity.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we live in the middle of a city, but it is also common practice for like a fresh special chicken dinner. You bring home your own live chicken and get it slaughtered.
Right, because there's a holiday, right?
It's a holiday, but it's not a chicken slaughtering holiday as
Chicken
far
holiday.
as I know. But maybe there's a bit of like, hey, our New Year's celebration was cut short.
Oh,
Let's get
good
the family
point.
together.
Let's kill the chickens now.
Let's kill the chickens. So they've been like,
The chicken's been on like a hiatus for like months.
yeah, but so we've been hearing rooster crows like round the clock for some reason. That's like a little bit weird.
Yeah, there's one at 3:30.
They're
I
just
don't know what that guy's problem is. but,
3:30
like,
a.m.
Yeah.
and then another one at 3:30 p.m.
Hey,
They're jet lagged.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it two that are whacked out, or is it just one who's just like?
There's one who's just crowing on the hour every hour. I don't know what's going on.
Someone's gonna kill me, man.
Yeah. But yeah, so maybe there's some chicken twins out there.
Like some chicken dinner.
I would too.
But
All right.
what are we gonna do now?
Well, you want to play a game?
What?
Yeah. This week's theme is how to talk about yourself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. 我喝粥的时候最喜欢加些米饭了 which means when I have porridge, I love to add some honey.
Okay. So
Tell me
breakfast
what you think.
here
Yeah.
is it's a myriad of things, and porridge is one of the closest things to a Western that
Yeah.
I can.
Although it can be, it's more like, it's not really oatmeal, it's more like, I guess, cream of wheat, I guess. Or I
Yeah.
guess we have porridge. I guess it's porridge.
It is porridge.
I guess I don't know what porridge is. I feel like it's a Three Bears concept.
Right. So, but then we do have honey, but honey's pretty pricey. I mean, you can buy the little bears or things like that, but like there's like whole stores dedicated. I don't know if
Yeah.
that's just Sichuan. Is it?
I think there's a Chinese medicine aspect to it. I'm not too clear, but I feel like especially for pregnant women,
Pregnant honey.
I've seen it. Yeah.
Get a little that pollen in there for pollinations.
Yeah.
And
Speaking of allergies, actually, that's eating local honey is supposed to be something that helps you with your allergies.
really.
Yeah. So
And that's why it's so
I
expensive.
gotta get some more honey for my porridge.
It's another one of those. Yeah. So this one's for you.
So that's who I should be saying this.
Thank God we figured that out.
Yeah, I don't like porridge though. And the interesting thing is that it's the verb is drink. I drink porridge because it is like that liquidy.
Right. And it's watery.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's a milk. You're getting like the yogurts. And I guess a lot of non-Western yogurts are very watery.
Yeah.
And yeah, you could put that in with some kind of dry oatmeal or something, and it's
Yeah.
kind of a beverage. It's kind of like scratchy boba tea.
Yeah. And but I think like the person who's announcing, like, when I have porridge, I like to add honey. Like this is some kind of natural food shopper. Like maybe I'm especially self-centered. I just can't imagine announcing these things to other people. Or like if you told me, I don't care.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, as a person that doesn't really like to talk to other people,
I guess that's
this could be a problem
big
with our
stumbling
game.
block with language learning is I don't actually like to talk to other
If
people.
learning another language and playing what
Yeah.
is a series of asking questions, everything's going to seem weird to you.
Yeah. No, but I mean, it does that not seem strange to like, because that's not, if someone was asking you, what do you want for breakfast? That's not answering what do I want. It's not general, or it's too general to say this is what I want for breakfast. It is like well, I've been shopping on Goop and I add honey to my porridge.
Maybe it's that kind of person.
That's
I guess so. I mean, yeah, I don't care what you have. Or would you not have honey? If I had you over for, let's not even say like as a restaurant, because like you should have a decent amount of stuff to go either way. But if I invite you over and you tell me like, I like honey, I will
Yeah, I guess like if I
bring your own, damn it.
How snotty could it be? Is it just a general like, here's some lifestyle wellness tips, or is it like your breakfast is inadequate? I need honey.
Yeah. Because I mean, yeah, for Chinese, like, my thought was like how regular is porridge as a, I mean,
I think it's pretty normal.
It's pretty normal because I mean, you go to a Chinese hotel, and you get an egg and some cabbage or something like that.
Yeah, well, it's very much comfort food. Like I remember our first year when you were sick, you had a cold or something, and so Sarah, our boss, made you some porridge.
Right.
Because that's like instead of chicken soup. It might have even had chicken in it.
Yeah, it wasn't.
You can put savory things in it.
That's the thing. So honey chicken, that sounds good.
Yeah. All right. So is the chef. Yeah. When I make porridge, I add a little bit of honey.
And chicken.
It's
a fusion.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Okay.
Good job.
That's a more positive person to imagine saying that.
That's what I aim to be.
Do you want to hear the next one?
Yeah, fuck that.
这件衣服 Let me start again. 这件衣服很合适我 which is, this outfit very much suits me.
All right, so this is a person shopping probably.
Yeah.
Or even if it's not, like let's say you went over to like somebody's house, your cousin or something like that, and you're trying on.
You're doing a clothes swap.
Yeah. And so you could be just saying it as like, I would like to wear this out. Or you could be saying it's mine now.
Yeah, depending on how aggressive you
Yeah.
are with your cousin. This outfit suits me, you know.
You? Not so much.
Who are you telling this to? I surprise, don't like to go shopping with other people.
It's amazing you make it out of this room.
I know, I don't
Thank God,
always.
quarantine.
But there is like the aspect of like, what do you think? Does this look good? I guess you can come out of the dressing room and be like, yeah, I like this one. What do you think? This suits me. This very much suits me. It sounds a little like you're under duress.
I mean, if you've ever worked in like a clothing store, you could go either way depending on like how much you actually like working in the clothing store as a clerk there. If somebody came out and said like, this one suits me, you'd be like, well, great, my job's done. I'll bring you to the register.
Yeah.
But if you really like your job and it doesn't suit them, then that could be a difficult situation to be in.
Right.
Let's think about the other side for once.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on the relationship you have with that customer. Because I would say most of the time you're just going to say, yeah, it looks great. Unless you have like a personal shopper style relationship where you would be like, take another look. Let me bring you some other options.
So, and then we got to put on this that you're learning Chinese, so you're probably not a local regular person who's shopping at this place. So you're walking into somebody else's store in a different country with a different language, and you're just blatantly saying, give me some honey and this suits me.
Yeah, it's again some unearned confidence. Except, or I will allow it if it is a child.
Yeah.
Because a precocious child marching out of the dressing room and saying, Mother, this outfit very much suits me.
Yeah.
I would buy that outfit. I would buy that outfit for that kid.
If you weren't even the parent or the...
If
hanging
I
out
was just a bystander.
You,
I will pay
sir,
for that.
you deserve this outfit.
I would vote for that kid for president. Mother!
He probably already is president. That's that kind of kid.
Bring me a hat. This outfit very much suits me.
Bring me another hat.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's
I'm a two-hat man.
I guess this is my issue more than Chinese's issue or language's issue of like, how much do I feel your confidence is earned to say these things?
That's a big problem in today's life.
And being a somewhat misanthrope, it's usually no, unless you're ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, there's a lot of theories why so many people are just feel entitled to everything, just to like plop yourself down in any kind of situation these
In any
days.
kind of outfit.
Yeah, in any kind of outfit, any kind of breakfast, any kind of country that you can just kind of wander in and be like, so this is how this works. Like, did you just get here? Is what I'm wondering. Like,
Yeah.
what gives these people, like, some people been working on stuff for 30 years and you just walk into a room
Yeah.
and you tell them how to do it.
And you tell them how their outfit looks.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
But, precocious children with too much confidence.
You
are
expect
the
it of
best.
children. You don't expect it of adults and world leaders.
So our next one is 他也说汉语我们都说汉语 which is he also speaks Mandarin. We all speak Mandarin. And here's how I picture this being said. Yes, he also speaks Mandarin. Linda, we all speak Mandarin.
So,
I didn't mean to use your mom's name.
you're talking about Linda, our old boss.
Yeah.
So she was, let's describe a little bit of what kind of person she is.
She was a tornado maniac, and
Yeah.
in the best way, but also that made it very hard to deal with her. She was like amusing from afar, but then like getting through meetings with her I had to like write down very detailed lists of the information I actually needed.
So in this phrase, what position is she playing here?
I mean, is she saying it to me? No, I'm saying it to her, I guess. I mean, what strikes me about it is like I am saying in Mandarin who does and does not speak Mandarin, and it's all of us. We all here speak Mandarin. You should know that.
Yeah, as a
We
boss.
are having a conversation together in the same language.
Well, this isn't just a Chinese thing, but this is any place that
Oh
you're-
yeah, I mean, I didn't mean to single anybody out.
Right.
But,
Any place when there's different languages, most people assume that, I mean, even after you've been here for 10 years and have been fluent in a conversation, people will stop and go like, oh, I'm sorry, did you, like, it's a polite thing to make sure that everyone's on board.
oh yeah.
You'll never be like just in the go ahead.
Yeah, it is if you're in a mixed culture group, there is always the question of who speaks what language.
Yeah.
But if you are like to name who does speak Mandarin in Mandarin feels like you've been going over this a lot.
Yeah.
That's to me it feels like an exasperated sentence.
Well, her
to
being
say.
the English liaison
Yeah.
for the school
Yeah.
means that every year, because before us it seemed that Lucho would get new teachers every year.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
every year you'd have to go through this, or when she would go to back out to America, or
like even not to her specifically, but like if someone's bragging about they speak Mandarin, like does he speak Mandarin? Yes, we all speak Mandarin here. I mean, it's not true. It's not a given for every foreigner.
right.
But
Wasn't for me. And what if
just
she's
the tone of that feels exasperated to me.
because you could be like talking with somebody and you're like, well, they speak Cantonese, so
That's true. That's
oh
true.
no.
Well, Linda took her ultimate revenge on us and cut out camera one. We're very sorry. So stay tuned for the thrilling conclusion tomorrow. Noodles to you.